Wendy Williams recently made headlines because she was diagnosed with dementia and aphasia, the same condition that Bruce Willis has, and has been making a lot of waves online. Wendy Williams is the original queen of commentary, starting on radio and eventually landing on TV with her iconic show, The Wendy Williams Show. She's known for her wit, shade, and gossiping about celebrities. This recent revelation of her diagnosis comes after a tumultuous period in her life, from going to rehab to going through a divorce in 2019, after her husband fathered an outside baby, and going through various health issues, and ultimately the conclusion of her Touchstone show in 2022. The same year, it was announced that Wendy was placed under guardianship after some unusual things appeared in her bank account. Wendy remained relatively quiet, only doing occasional appearances. One thing that was quite apparent when she did publicly speak about her life is that her divorce was extremely heartbreaking for her. Even in 2021, when she did her own biopic, she made sure that her ex-husband was portrayed with the utmost respect and somewhat as her protector. To add on, she also lost her mother in 2020, which to say the least is a lot to go through in a short span of time. But with Wendy going from being on television every single day and the accumulation of her personal issues, people wondered where she was. Because if history has told us anything, it's not like Wendy Williams to go completely silent, if silent at all. And with the revelation of her diagnosis came this soon-to-be-released Lifetime documentary, chronicling her last few years, simply titled Where is Wendy Williams? The network said that Williams granted the filmmakers unparalleled access to follow her and her family from 2022 to 2023, after the cancellation of her show. Williams' family confirmed she entered a facility to treat cognitive issues. Representatives said she had begun to lose words, act erratically, and experienced difficulties understanding financial transactions. There's been a whole lot of conversation surrounding this documentary, and to say the least, it certainly feels exploitative, especially considering Wendy is not in her normal state of mind. And it's honestly very sad to see. Conditions like dementia can be very aggressive and leave the person as a shell of themselves. It's certainly not the Wendy Williams people are used to seeing. Given Wendy's profession, there have been some people that have reveled in the idea of this terrible diagnosis being her karma, and I think that stance is just utterly ridiculous. Wendy Williams is no different than the majority of the people online commenting on celebrities. It just so happens that she was able to make a lucrative and legit career out of it. Now, that's not to say that Wendy was always the most respectful or kind about the people she talked about every time. However, Wendy was self-aware of her messiness and gossip.
I would ask you to respect our privacy, but please, I don't respect people's privacy. That's why I do the hot topics.
And with that being said, I think it's also just a very narrow way to look at someone. Because as much backlash as she got sometime, everything Wendy Williams did wasn't the seed of controversy. She had various celebrity guests, so she was respected in the industry. Giveaways, fashion line, books, tours. She's also always been extremely open about her addictions and struggles with body image issues and Graves' disease. Meaning there was inevitably more appeal to Wendy Williams than just talking about celebrities, although celebrity gossip was her bread and butter. And even then, everything she said about celebrities wasn't bad. Now, all things considered, given Wendy's position, it is fair game for her troubles to be broadcast in the spotlight and for people to talk about them, because she made a living doing the same thing on her talk show. But people saying dementia is her karma just lacks sense to me. But love or hate Wendy Williams, her story has become so mysterious and sorrowful, even more so considering she's a mother. And Wendy as a career woman has been very influential in radio, talk shows, and now even podcasts. It is really the end of an era.